It's the Cable League.
Let's grab this Academy. This is a pack one, pick one that I do enjoy. Haven't drafted the artifact deck in a minute. You could Mystical Tutor on the off chance that you get Tinker. It's not like a crazy thing to grab. The only like artifact card here is Mightstone and Weakstone, and ideally that card wheels, right? And ideally you would wheel that one. Maybe if someone took the cat, that would take Mightstone and Weakstone. I'm just gonna try and cut artifacts. Just straight up, give them to me, give them here. You blame the shuffler? Oh, me too. The trick to getting good at Magic is never take responsibility for your losses. Always blame Variance. All wins are skill, all losses are variance. Ooh, little Grim Monolith. Little Grim Monolith action. I like that Relic of Sauron too, but I don't think you take it over Monolith. Really not a fan of Triplicate Titan. I think I'd rather jam a Time Warp in here. Sometimes Time Warp plays really well in Urza type builds. You play the Urza, you get a burst of mana, you warp. And sometimes you end up with draw 7s in these decks, right? Especially the one that untaps Academy. And then shuffling a Time Warp back in the deck can be really good. Awesome. Some very mediocre artifacts. Just what I wanted. Sometimes Council's Judgment is pretty reasonable. I end up blue-white a lot in artifacts for Balance specifically. Balance is another reason to take that that tutor earlier. Maybe I should have grabbed that tutor. Mystical. Upheaval's good. I'm not going to take it over an on-color Talisman, I don't think. We don't have the big mana yet. Boots is good if you have Saga. We don't currently have Saga. I think I end up cutting Boots more often than not. Meanwhile, these white removal spells are really strong. I'm going to take Path here, I think. A little sideboard action for the mirror, maybe. I'm going to take Spellbomb over Teferi. Teferi's a more powerful card. It's like a really nice card when you got Time Warp going, or vice versa. But Spellbomb, you know, it comes down early for the Academy. Can be a nice random catch-all. How's my day going? Very well, thank you. Relic of Sauron wield, happy to see that. One 4-0 on the day so far, and 3 Scrub-a-Dubs. The trophy was with Boros. Is this one of the worst iterations for the artifact deck? I wouldn't say that, no. I think Tamio is really good in Academy. Spiral's really good with Academy. I'm going to take the Mana Crypt, though. There has been a shift from blue-red to blue-white for artifacts. You get more incidental artifacts out of white than red these days. And Balance, which is a very good artifacts card. And we lost Goblin Welder and Goblin Engineer. But that doesn't mean that it's, like, bad to be in artifacts. Yeah, Portal and Time Spiral are both really interesting cards, but we're just going to take this Mana Crypt. Get that burst of mana in the early game. Nice. Urza Saga and Workshop. I'm going to try taking Saga and wheeling Workshop. We'll see how that works. Hopefully I'm the only one interested in that card. I wish I had those Lava Spur boots now, huh? They're about as good, I think, Workshops and Saga. Saga juices up Academy better. And this one like has Crypt to go get when it dies, so that's really nice. And Crypt's good for activating a turn 1 Saga. So it's just a few different reasons I like it over Workshop here. But there's also the chance that Workshop's way more likely to wheel. We're seeing Saga early enough that's a consideration. Yeah, so Reprieve is reasonable. I would take Reprieve over Miscalc any day. Don't care about the Tri-Land. Don't care about Glimmerlens. I kind of like that Manifold Key, huh? With like the Grim Monolith here. Another card to grab with Saga, too. It should come back, though. The key should come back. I'm going to take Reprieve. Going to play towards the wheel a little bit. Hopefully I don't get burned for that. There's a nice sweeper there. You do want your sweepers in this deck. I'm going to take the Basalt Monolith, though. Hey, speaking of sweepers. Speaking of sweepers. I wish we had the old art, old border balance. Not that there's anything wrong with Kevin Walker's version, but that classic balance art really appeals to me. Probably not going to play the Chromatic Star, but you never know. Playable count's looking pretty good so far. I'd like to get this mud out of here. I'm going to grab that Karn. Just more Saga tokens, right? Yeah, I'm getting, like, really punished for not grabbing those Lava Spur boots. Between Saga and Karn, that would have been excellent. That's alright. I'm going to take Sunfall here as my backup sweeper. I really like having a couple of sweepers. Hey, the workshop came back. We thought it would, but still nice. And the key came back. Good, good. The dam came back. The dam might end up being a sideboard sweeper. What factors into Karn versus off-color talisman? Well, Karn's a win con. It's a payoff for being in the artifacts. Plenty of random talismans floating around. Very replaceable. I think I'm going to grab this to Fairy. That's what I'm going to do. Nice answer to our own Mana Crypt, Tom. Yeah, Seed Shark and Battlesphere are both interesting. I think I'm going to take the Battlesphere. If I didn't have Workshop and Academy, then I think I would take Seed Shark. Plays pretty well with our 5s. Thinking about Lightning Greaves. The difference between Lightning Greaves and those Lava Spur boots is I could get the boots off of Urza's Saga, so they're just like always good when you got Saga rolling. Greaves is a little bit different. Still very good with Urza's Saga when you draw it naturally, and still very good with Karn and Battlesphere, but that's only 3 things. Maybe if we also had Turtle. We don't really want Parallax Wave here. We have all these nice sweepers. Don't really give a shit about that card. Otawara, Talisman, or Thraben Inspector are the 3 interesting ones for me here. We only need like 3 playables out of this pack. Kind of makes me think I can take the Otawara, add a little something to the mana base. Yeah, if we'd taken the Spiral earlier, than Hull Breacher would look pretty good. Especially with Teferi to protect it potentially. I think I'm just going to grab Colonnade here. Yeah, Relic's one of the better cards to play off a turn 1 Workshop. And we can also play a turn 1 off of Mana Crypt, so it's really solid here, I think. Between Tundra and Chalice, let's just grab a Tundra, huh? Zerta goes infinite with Basalt Monolith, but we can't really do anything with that. It's just not that exciting. Need a couple more solid thingers. I'd like to replace the Mutt. I don't think I want any of these. Has Talongates been any good? It's okay. We did not see Ballista, no. Yeah, I like Talongates a lot with crop rotation, like you mentioned, and the creatures that tutor up non-basics, because then they can protect themselves. Well, I could still take that 3-man Inspector. I think I like Greaves here over Mutt. And then I need one more card. Weird little Lion Sash. Maybe Elspeth's better than Lion Sash. Or Triplicate Titan. Maybe Triplicate Titan gets interesting if you got the Lightning Greaves. It's really just not a good Zerta deck. 2 different ways of making infinite mana and just nothing to do with it. We could activate our Relic of Sauron. You know what this deck needed? This deck kind of needed an Eldrazi. Some big top-end chonker, and Triplicate Titan is just not that. Triplicate Titan doesn't give you inevitability like an Eldrazi does. Eldrazi would have been really good. Or an Upheaval, right? The Upheaval that we passed in Pack 1. That would have ended up being pretty solid. I think if we play the Zerta, then we also want to play Titan. Not that exciting, but it's like at least something to do with the mana, right? And the Titan does get better. Oh, in all fairness to Titan, it does get better with Lightning Greaves in your deck, so... Main deck Lauren? No, I would play Lion Sash over Lauren in this deck, because Lion Sash is an artifact, right? So it's juicing up the Saga tokens, the Academy, the Workshop, all of that stuff. They're both utility cards that are good in different spots. But the Lion Sash, being an artifact, does things in the deck, whereas the Lauren is pretty bad here. It's a fine sideboard card, but you shouldn't be main decking it in this sort of shell very often at all. You have to be like kind of desperate before you start playing cards like that, I think. Non-artifact. Narrow utility cards. So this is 9 blue and 5, 6, 9 white. We need more white than that. And we don't need much blue, right? It's just a fairy and Time Warp. Is 10-8 too far? I don't think so. Like, the Ottawara is like more of a spell than a land. Updating the cardboard live, 1 sec. Yeah, you want to leave on Tundra here because on turn 2, I think I want to play the Saga and get it primed for activating on 3. And if you lead on the island, then you can't play the Prismatic Ending on your turn 2 alongside Saga. You've locked yourself out of that line. Takes your opponent's 1-drop, right? They don't have a 1-drop. Okay, whatever. And you can also play on the island here with the idea that you can go Urza's Saga into Teferi Bounce, whatever they do next turn. But I think just activating Saga sooner is likely to be better. They didn't even play anything, yeah. Zerta here looking fuck-ass awful. Zerta really needed like a Retrofitter Foundry or something in this deck. Retrofitter or Ballista or something. No third land? No third land? Oh, there it is. Playing the Mana Crypt out plays around Flame Slash kind of specifically. I think that's a kind of a niche reason to bolt yourself. It looks like the Teferi line would have played out better, because then the Lightning Bolt never would have been able to kill a Saga token. Lelia. Oh, yeah. Hey, Dukes on Twitch, thanks for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. What were you playing? Anything good, or just those, like, bad formats? Just those terrible formats that nobody wants to talk about. Boros Fun Please did get there, yeah. 1 trophy on the day. Hoo-ha! Ooh. It's Fairy's at least good against that, huh? I think we're okay taking a hit from the Golem. And then using Teferi to clear it, instead of, like, burning the spell bomb here. My deck really needed Urza. The mana base is gorgeous, right? Between Academy, Workshop, and Urza Saga. But what we're actually ramping into. A couple of small changes would have been really good. This Mana Crypt might be a little aggressive. Yeah. I slept pretty well last night. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Hell yeah, Cold Ralph. Hey, Quickstar 09, thanks for 39 months. The song title is scrolling beneath my face here. Viva Discordia. Ooh, look at me winning flips. Do we want to cash in Karn? I feel like no. Ooh, Mightstone and Weakstone. Heads now because it was tails last time. It's just basic math, right? I'm gonna go ahead and draw two. And it's like not the best balance ever, but I'm still gonna cast it. And they'll sack their blade and discard their card. Draw step could have been cool. Yeah, the draw step would have been better. That's valid. Gave them a live draw this way. The 1/1 flyer here doesn't matter in terms of blockers. We can activate Colonnade and make it unblockable. Thanks, Ophalov. Oh, you're talking to Farley? Oh, see, I didn't do the math that time. The Karn can cash in there and make like a giant hasty unblockable too. Just a lot of ways to juice that lemon, if you know what I mean. I think we're just running this back, huh? Really nice to have all that removal, all those sweepers against someone with a more aggressive curve. Yeah, in this deck, what I'm kind of worried about is a mirror or control opponent that just has like more powerful things going on in the top end. With the green ramp decks, a lot of those we can beat just by like jamming a bunch of sweepers before killing them with whatever. Just playing the control game. I'm actually going to keep this hand, even though it's bad. Because the Academy currently doesn't tap for anything. So we need to draw an early game artifact or another land before the hand works. Hey, the hand works. That was easy. And we're just going to monolith on 2 here. Exactly, Ninja Jeff. More than one way to skin a lemon, yeah. Oh, you mash it in your forehead, Oofaloaf? That makes so much sense. Why hadn't I tried that? I like to put it on the inside. I like to put the lemon on the inside of my glasses. Like I slice the lemon in half, and then I'm wearing the glasses right. And then I slide the halves up right here, and then I push back to squeeze the lemon juice out. Which, in all fairness, has worked out pretty well for me. Should I reset my monolith? Just bounce monolith, replay it. The circle of life is complete. Yeah, I mean, you can bounce this golem. Like, I kind of don't care, though. We just, like, need to find another white source for the Sunfall. Yeah, I'm going to reset my monolith. Ooh, I could metamorph that Blade Splicer. Let's do that. Kind of make it awkward for them to clear the Teferi. You place the lemon between your wife's thighs and let her show off her Amazonian might. Nice, Heencock. Yeah, it's creative. It's pretty good fiery confluence. Pretty good. You have successfully defeated my Teferi. Yeah, it's pass here, huh? Just chill. Bye, Zerda. The autosave is only before certain events, bud. You wanna manually save pretty liberally. I think there's a hotkey for it, in fact. You might want to look that up. And then every time you've just like defeated like a tricky battle or something, give her a save, because you don't know if you're gonna like walk around the corner and get absolutely ranched by something random. As much as I love a Time Warp, I think I want to save these other cards. F5's the save, yeah. Yeah, so I told you all about my method of squeezing out lemon juice, where I slice the lemon in half, and then I use compression on my eyes with my glasses to squeeze out the juice, right? It's been working pretty well, but there is an issue where I get a bunch of lemon juice in my eyes, and that's very painful. So I think the next time, I think I can improve on the method. I think the next time I'm going to try it, I think I'll let the lemons dry out in the sun first. And then when I squeeze out the lemon juice, it won't get in my eyes. And that might actually be the best way. Safety goggles? What do I look like to you? A juice loosener. Ooh, now there's an idea. Maybe some kind of marble machine to loosen the juice first. I could try protecting my eyes with some lemon slices. That's an idea. That's an idea, yeah. Have a layer of of pre-juiced lemon slices as a protective layer before the fresh lemons. Oh, shoot, what up? Haste I6, thanks to 75 months. I think I'm going to die to this Cruxa. I can give it haste with that Arena of Glory. It's kind of good. Could have used the Chromatic Star there, save a life. I might need it, though. Yeah, thanks for sharing the Prime there, Sty6. Should this incubator get in? Feels like it should, right? Sig is like a third of their life. Hot damn, that's a sexy party. I like how they've got a Crux in their graveyard with 4 cards for like quite a few turns here. Oh man, look at my token. Damn. I thought that 6/6 might go the distance, huh? Probably don't want to play this balance. It makes me discard my answer to that Crux, so it's going to come back next turn. Till now, this is the only way to get juice from an orange. You mean there's a better way? Phenomenal. You're spooning your cat? Well, just so long as you're in one of the states where that's legal, F3. We don't go in for any of that criminal behavior in this Caleb MTG chat. Man, a balance after the Lingering Souls would have been a lot better, huh? Looking pretty rough. Yeah, there's that pause, right, where you're like a double black card. I can't even cast that. I don't have a single black source. Oh, the overload. Okay, okay. I see what we're working with here. Upkeep. 3 mana. I think they're trying to Kolaghan's Command me on my draw step. Maybe not. One cute thing about Kolaghan's Command here is that they did exile their own graveyard to get that Crux into play. Haste. 5 mana haste? I'm gonna bring this Lion Sash in over Zerda. Much better. Much better than the last game, Yeah, I don't think most people make that Manifold Key line. And that's just the difference, Ooh, we're coming up on the end of September. Until October 1st. You can save 30% on new subs. Not the worst. That's why they pay Caleb the big bucks. Do they? Who am I collecting from? Who's they? They owe me big bucks? It's hands like this where you really regret not having an upheaval in your deck. They pay in large deer. I have a chest freezer now. I could fit a large deer. Stock it with venison. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Dr. J here. Links up 59 months. I think I want Monolith and then Colonnade. Maybe that's bad. Maybe that's worse than just playing the Ottawa and untapping this Grum Monolith. I don't know. Whatever. Whatever. Hey, Omri, thanks for the $5. Omri says just increase the resolution until it's big enough for you. Does that work? I got $5 here. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, it's growing. No. Gotta zoom in on that $5. I appreciate that, Omri. Sec. Now there's the big bucks. At least as large as my head, right? At least as large as my head. Officially big bucks right here. Alright, what am I doing? Battlesphere? Should we battle? Hey, Gargadon, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 50 months. The big 5-0. And False Dro, thanks for the sub. Thanks for the 19 months. Appreciate you. This feels like my board's about to get blown up here. That's what it feels like to me. But they left my Battlesphere. Hey, good luck, composite character. Yeah, I thought for sure they would blow up the Battlesphere and, like, get in. Get in last turn. Ooh. Opponent's not flashing my Lingering Souls because they want to exile it to Cruxa here. Right. Get another land off the top. I can serve with Colonnade, hit him for 9 down to 3. But I might have to flash back that Lingering Souls soon. Hell yeah, Unliving Fiend. Sounds like you had a good time. I've really enjoyed Gojira every time I've gotten a chance to see them. One of my all-time favorite bands. A lot of tremendously good albums. Put it in the tank. You got rained on the whole time, but definitely worth it. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to be getting rained on tomorrow at Ride Fest. It's supposed to rain. That should be alright. I got this, like, waterproof, like overjacket thing that I got off Amazon for like 20 bucks. Super lightweight. Plastic. Like a poncho thing. It's not really a poncho though. Like it's got a zipper and fucking sleeves and pockets, and it's not a poncho. I think Amazon called it a rain jacket. Rain and wind. A slicker? Yeah, slicker makes sense. Yeah, it kind of feels like a windbreaker, right, Magister? But it's actually waterproof. Any 4-0s? Yeah, we 4-0'd with Boros earlier. We got a 4-0 with Boros last week, too. Actually, could I have made Titan this turn? I think I could have. I forgot about my key for a second. Yeah, that's fine. Pullover rain jacket is called an anorak. Yeah, it's not a pullover though. It's got a zip up. I haven't heard of that though. Anorak. Well, they downticked for the Besiege back. Amazing. Ooh, Blackfire. Just bought a Zippo pudding. Hell yeah. Blackfire says, love the content, love music, glad to rock some Caleb gear. Hell yeah, Blackfire, thank you. Hope it serves you well. I mean, I think that Zerta should just not be in here. Like, whatever my opponent's doing, there's got to be something better than Zerta. Just play this Elspeth as like one more thing. It can be good for pressuring opposing walkers, and they showed me a walker. Ooh, this hand is not very good. The 1984 movie soundtrack for Transformers? Yeah. Hey, Jedahem, thanks for the sub. Thanks for 11 months there. Jedahem says, stopped using Prime for a while, but got a free trial this month. So here's some Muso dollars. Appreciate you thinking of me, Jedahem. Cheers. I'm just going to hold up the reprieve here. Oh, shit! Omri just dropped 10 gifted subs into the chat. Congratulations to SWB MTG, to Shmoo1, to Magic Hoopa Geometry, to the Man of Vault MKE, to MDM Module 81, to Strange Ways, Fishing for Chicken, Saporic Lotus, Gilded Simeon, and Fipsy 1396. Congrats, everybody, and thanks again to Omri. 10 gifted subs. You love to see it. There's been a lot of gifted subs tonight. Folks have been fucking awesome. Y'all are beautiful. Mr. Monad, these are the sub, these 8 months there. Mr. Monad says, appreciate or enjoy your cube style, Caleb. I'm glad you enjoy my cube style, Mr. Monad. I also enjoy, unsurprisingly, I'm also a fan. I think we just keep chilling, right? You can play out a Basalt Monolith, but like, what are you doing with that, right? Ramp to nowhere. Oh, fun take aim. I introduced you to Cube, and now you own one. Very cool. Do I ever IRL Cube with the many folks in Madison? I do sometimes. Cube is better. Yeah, Madison's got a great Cube community. I have a buddy. So I've got one friend who manages a powered Cube. And he organizes sometimes, and I've drafted with them a few times. I've had people over for cube drafting, and sometimes I invite one of the creators of the Living the Dream cube who has an old school cube, and that's a good reason to get folks in. And then I've got my own cube. But there's a lot of different draft groups. Oh, shit! Dr. J Hero just bought up a zip-up hoodie. Says, look at this stick hoodie. Stick hoodie, sick hoodie, all those things. Tree Stem just gifted 10 subs. Appreciate you, Tree Stem. Mighty kind indeed. Congratulations to Zacariot. To Mighty Wizbit, It's Burgundy. Chica Grunge, Warboss, Silver Millsy, Just Trying to Grind, Slamaham, Cinematic, and Spacky. Congrats to all you fine folks, and thanks again, Tree Stem. Mighty kind indeed. Yeah, one of my friends has a version of the of Caleb Gannon's Synergy Cube, and he's been trying to get me to come draft it. We actually started rotisserie drafting it recently, so we're both at an RCQ together, and he had it all there. Ooh, that's bad for me. Well, we're going to lose it anyway. Might as well reprieve, huh? Maybe I should have just let it get exiled. They're not going to burn that now. Madison's your ideal location. The MTG scene's part of that. Yeah. A lot of cube drafters in this town. Happy September! Appreciate you, Tree. Happy September indeed. Zeonce is getting their Power 9 this week for their cube and for Eternal Weekend. Oh, that's extremely cool. Hope you have a blast at Eternal Weekend. Win some matches. Oh, that's fine. It was a tapped monolith. We are going to need a sweeper at some point in the near future. I was hoping for a land here so we could Sauron into Metamorph copying Sauron. So this game, if you couldn't tell, is not going very well. Could be going better. Oh, they hit the Greaves there. Interesting. Let's go ahead and draw a couple. You just got your festival in the box. Very jealous. Yeah, those things look sweet. Going very low here, especially with the Death Rite able to activate and untap activate. Oh, this is a fucking legend. I should have just copied the Relic of Sauron. Alright. This makes sense, right? I mean, it sucks that we're not, like, dumping the rest of our hand first, but I think with the life totals being what they are, I think this makes sense. TSMTG, thanks for the $10 donation. Oh, you have a song request, a necessary song for the 21st of September. Oh, I think I know what this is going to be. I think this song's a banger, too. So I'm going to have to discard a card here. I think it's going to be the Spell Bomb, huh? Save my actual removal. Doodle-doodle-doodle. Yeah, I had to sack a land. I had to discard a card. But it was such a mana-efficient sweeper, right? 2 mana there. It was kind of perfect. Rebuying Pest Infestation. Okay. Okay. And then I'm actually going to ending their Mana Crypt. They got plenty of life, or so like the 3 damage, the 1.5 damage a turn or whatever, it doesn't matter that much, and hitting it means they have one less Pessimization activation here, right? So they're going to be able to kill 2 things instead of 3 things, because we got that Crypt off the board. If you're the opponent, what do you blow up? Probably Battlesphere and Relic. Makes sense to me. Should I path my own Battlesphere? Probably not. We're not that hard up. I think Karn's is going to be drawing cards. Oh, that's a mighty large Sunfall token. I'm just going to draw cards anyway. Very tempting to make a 9/9 with the Sunfall here. So tempting. Already glad I played the Karn and upticked, though. 4 mana. There's a Mind Twist for 3. Tameo. Is this going to rebuy Pessimization again? Is that what's going on here? You're surprised we haven't seen Artifact Planeswalker on a type line? Oh, not yet. Yeah. I think it's inevitable, right? Thank you, Tameo, I guess. Oh, I shouldn't have played that. Because they're about to make another army with Pessimization, and now I don't have a sweeper. I have regrets. I did have Titan mana. So I didn't play the Titan because there were 3/1/1s and I'm at 4. So I was a little bit worried about them pegging me to death. I should have played it. But only because I knew this Pessimization infestation was coming down this turn, right? You don't just get to win because you played a triplicate Titan. It's done. You now flip the token. If you flip the token, it is still a artifact, DJ. It's not a new target. It doesn't like exile itself. Snapcaster. On Terra Sunday for the Triplicate Titan, I see. This is a good example of what I was talking about with like Triplicate Titan, like kind of sucking shit. Sometimes it's just like the worst card. All right, we have 1 sweeper left in the deck, and I think that might be my only out here. Because we're going down to 1 life. We're going to have 2 blockers, 2 removal spells. Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm dead. I don't think there's any two combination of 2 cards that Karn can find. Sweeper. We got a redraw. Oh my god. Hey, Jerome Baritone, thanks for the sub. Subbing a tier 3 subscription? 6 months in advance. Appreciate you, Jerome. What the fuck does that add up to? That's $150 right there. Mighty kind. Mighty generous. Appreciate you. Now the Karn can rebuy Teferi. Possible Karn's just supposed to make a token. I only have 9 cards left. Don't have an infinite like time and what? One's at 26 here. Oh shit! What up? Hey Yamri, thanks for the sub. The tier 3 for 6 months in advance. I just did math for that. That's another $150. My God. Chat's spoiling me today. Elspeth will certainly help end the game quickly, yeah. And we have 2 Karn down ticks. We can just go back-to-back Karn down tick. Make some chonkers. Kind of glad I saved my council's judgment for that one. Actually, is it better to make a 4-4? I think it's better to make a 1-1 here. Do I think this deck's likely to 4-0? I don't think any deck is likely to 4-0, no matter how nutty it is. The issue with 4-0ing is that by the time you get to... yeah, they're just trying to cheese me here in the air. But the Ottawara could bounce that. Or the Judgment or the Path, right? I'm going to Ottawara, though. Yeah, no matter how nutty your deck is, no matter how stupid good it is, by the time you play your 4-0 match, your opponent will have also 3-0'd a pod. Got him all the way down to 19 here. Yeah, the 4-0 that we got today was against an opponent who had Time Walk, Ancestral, cards to rebuy them, fucking Frog. Very nutty deck. So I think if your deck looks like that with multiple pieces of power and just like top tier cards and everything, then you might get close to being. You might get close to 50%. I still don't think anyone's at 50%, but yeah, no deck is likely to 4-0. I think Karn's done this game. One out of 16 decks will 4-0. Right. Sure. If you 4-0, what's next in the process? If you 4-0, all you have to do to qualify for Vegas, after you 4-0 one of these, is 6-0, a 64-person draft that is only made up of people that have 4-0'd these things. And then you have to win a 8-person draft that's made up of 64-person winners. And then you can go to Vegas. It's almost too easy. Booked the hotel already? Yeah, right? Thanks to Lewis. I don't think... I don't know. It's kind of like a winning the lottery sort of deal, even if you like draft well and play well and stuff. So I'm kind of just trying to treat it as something fun. Might be easier to win worlds. Yeah, maybe. More cube, more viewers. More cube, more viewers. Hard to argue with that, huh? Looking like a rough matchup for balance so far. I wonder if I should have reprieved that. Maybe better than activating Saga. I kind of regret not reprieving, I suppose, now that we're here. Empty Cheon, 6 of $3. Empty Cheons with the $3 saying, I stole all your druthers. Put this towards getting some new druthers. I'll do my best. If I had my druthers. What's my experience with Old Border Cube? Love it. Exactly my style of Magic. Really refreshing gameplay every once in a while. Some newer players. I don't think that matters much, Batman. There's some things about Old Border Cubes where it's like actually easier to learn. Like Planeswalkers are complicated cards. You just like don't have those. No, steal my construct. don't steal my Relic of Sauron. I needed that. Could clear deck here by bouncing Golos. Sounds fucking terrible though, doesn't it? Banding's a fucked up ability. The older border cube I've played has not had banding. Bunch of cards like Decree of Justice and the like. Yeah, the old border cube that I've drafted is the one that shows up at CubeCon every year. I'll be honest with y'all. I don't think I'm winning this one. And that Dak Faden's a hell of a mirror breaker. It's not the best Aether Spellbomb, but it does let me clear this deck, huh? Seems important. Will Tamio student decrease in price? I don't think so, Hizera. You might be seeing unless it gets like some reprint soon. I think that card's gonna be money for a while. Attack first, so they block and use balance as a wipe. Yeah, I don't like that because you can't control how your opponent blocks, right? And then you leave, regardless of like how they block, you're still leaving them with the deck to steal your shit and stuff. Kind of a rough spot. Activate the balance before, or activate the spell on before the balance. That would have been slightly better. Made them discard one more card. I think you're right, Aaron. That would have been slightly better. They're breaching over there. What are they doing? Breach. Rebuying Dag Fate? Alright, I don't want to play this game anymore. It's fine. The sweepers are good. I'm not sure if the balance is good. Lauren obviously coming in. Just coming in for Zerda, I think. Let's actually bring in Lion Sash, cut balance. Keep the other sweepers. Interesting. If you spell bomb before balance, you can't clear deck. Why is that? Oh, I see. Because then they would have had a 1-1, and then the 1-1 could have chumped. Well, cool. I'm glad I didn't do that line then. This thing could actually use a balance, Yeah, sometimes that stuff is intuitive to me when I'm playing, but then, like, trying to think back afterwards, I don't, like, remember exactly why I don't do a thing. Zerda can activate to prevent a blocker, Stravins. Whether you crack Spellbomb before or after balance, they still have 2 blockers. So if you crack either Spellbomb afterwards, you're removing a blocker, and then Zerda's removing a blocker. If you crack Spellbomb first, they have 2 blockers, you can remove 1 after. Academy would be a sick rip here. Oh, they're getting Academy, I see. Not bad. We have nothing to do here. I guess I can serve the Colonnade. But now we're not floating with Relic, right? I'm sure they're stoked about this. Game's not shaping up super well. It's really not, no. Yeah, we need like Saga or Karn or something. Something to apply some nice pressure. Little meme jar action. Yeah, the mirror was one matchup that I was worried about. If y'all don't recall. I was actually like talking about how I was worried about the mirror. The control version of the deck that I'm playing right now can be okay in the mirror, but you need to have some counters. We just don't have them. You want like some hard counters, so they'll go like ramp, 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 and then they play their top end card, and you're like counter that. And that's how the control version of this deck can win the mirror match. But right now, like both my deck and the opponent's deck are playing Academy, so we all both have the big mana thing going on. But their top end beats my top end, and it feels like they have more churn than me too. Didn't help that they've got Academy both games, and I do not. I don't know. Maybe I should have mulled deeper. Mana Crypt Opener is still solid. We're just not doing anything with it. Just sitting here with our terrible sweepers. Having deck to break the mirror? Yeah, it's... I don't think that's as important as the other considerations, but it is great. We didn't, like, just lose to deck last game. Jar Upheaval is pretty nasty. What are the less beatable combinations of things? Yeah, I thought about Pathing the Horizon. Neither amount of mana they're going to spit out. I figured I was going to untap and play a sweeper anyway here. But I could see it burning me. Oh, nice. Yeah, the Breach is going to let them flashback Upheaval, right? And then I'm going to have to discard all my permanents because we're in a jar hand. Very clever. Well met opponent. Yeah, we're not only getting upheaval, we're getting upheaval jarred. Normally I would, like, concede, but I'm going to let you all watch this, because it's pretty filthy. It's like the sickest win you can get in Vintage Cube, in my opinion. Rude and well played, yeah. Oh, they didn't do it. They didn't do the thing. Off the upheaval, you still have, like, Lotus Petal into Mana Vault, into Coalition Relic, or what have you. You're still just, like, stupid favored. You feel blue balled? Yeah, well. I guess that's why we play the games out. I don't know. If we somehow go to a game 3, I'm going to board that breach in, or that brain freeze in. Look at us winning an occasional flip. Go to this, so they just have lethal hum. There's a concern with this Jace about to win them the game because they only have 11 cards left. Would Brain Freeze not kill us with Jace? If the Jace is in play, Stravens, the Jace doesn't start the game. It's not Leyline of Jace. It doesn't start the game in play. Deck got milled. That's kind of nice. So the Kappa Cannoneer means I can't just run out Triplicate Titan and clear the Jace. I have to dam first. Oh, come on. Kind of want to draw 2 with Mindstone, Wheatstone. And just assume I'll hit a land drop for the dam. Currently, we only have 8 mana towards the Titan next turn. And we need to be able to play it. We need to be able to play it and clear the Jace. So I might just lose here, but sometimes the best line is risky, hum. Don't backseat Sleeping Pill. I'll fucking ban your ass. And then it'll feel so good. So groovy. You're fine sleeping. Yeah, no sack beating. None of that. Got 1 card left. Yeah, so draw spell here just wins, huh? Seems not like a crazy thing for them to have. Oh, they just bounced their Jace to replay it for the win, sure. Yeah, I feel like if we'd had an academy, of our own at some point, we could have like managed to play a sweeper and a Titan in one turn, clear their Jace, and win by via decking. Opponent did a good job of like deploying enough threats that like if I do play the Titan and clear the Jace, I like die on the crackback. Like the turtle just kills me, right? If I don't play my sweeper there. And I never really had the mana to do 2 things, to answer 2 things. I had to keep on using everything to answer the board. Hey, Pinky. Thanks for the solid. Thanks for 18 months there. You didn't see what won? My opponent's Jace. The Jace that we were talking about that wins the game.